Well, so far we've met 6 different families, all with very similar stories. Parents who thought their dreams came true when the city offered to pay their rent. But those dreams quickly crumbled when the families were sent out of the 5 boroughs and New York City agencies stopped responding.
It's absolutely unacceptable what happened to them, and I apologize on behalf of the City of New York to them.
Department of Homeless Services Commissioner Stephen Banks apologizing to the Nicholson family, who we introduced you to last week, working parents with 2 young sons relocated by DHS out of a city shelter to a house in East Orange, New Jersey that never had heat, lights, or running water. The family told us they endured these conditions and an inaccessible landlord for months.
DHS just dropped our bags and walked away.
Did anyone from the city inspect the house before they moved in there?
The way the program was originally conceived of was to give families the choice to move and to select their own apartments.
With the special one-time assistance program, DHS covers 1 year's rent for eligible working parents, with the city paying private landlords up front and in full. Since our story first aired, we've met 5 other families struggling with the same DHS program.
We really feel defeated and are tricked.
Before giving a full year's rent in full to a private landlord, why wasn't the city checking that it had a certificate of habitability, or at least checking what the property looked like for themselves?
We put this program in place about 2 years ago to give families more opportunity to move out of New York City if that's what they wanted to do.
But most families told us that's not what they wanted. Instead, they felt pressure to move out of state.
If you're in a shelter, they force you to take the first program that's available to you.
And we're going to make sure this family and any other families that you've identified, that we can make sure that they get the proper help that they should have gotten to begin with. Your reporting has helped us make the kind of changes that we think will make it possible for families to continue to take advantage of the program, but to not have a family be taken advantage by a landlord like this family was.
It's one thing for a slumlord to ignore his tenants. It's another thing for the DHS to ignore their clients.
As I said, everything that's happened to this particular family is absolutely unacceptable. We're continuing to investigate all aspects of it.
The Nicholson family is in a 1-room shelter in the city temporarily. What is going to happen to them?
We're going to work with them on their individual needs and connect them back to permanent housing so that they don't have to be in shelter again.
Well, I asked the commissioner why it took his agency 6 months to allow the Nicholson family to come back to a city shelter, even temporarily. The commissioner blamed the landlord and said his department is investigating.